good matchup in store, as it'll be the Dragons of Honolulu taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Dick. The ball on the tee. We're set for football, and we are underway from Miami.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Right back to Moss.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
12 yards there and a first down.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
He finds his man complete. It's Ramsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw. Clement. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
They'll run on first down with Moss.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Second and goal from the 1.
Moss is in for a touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point attempt to come here. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This is Gibson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 59 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go.
Haywood, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. Haywood. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
They'll get this down to the 38. When you look at this defense,
they were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Whitfield. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw on 2nd down, Whitfield. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw to the defense. They had no answer for that right there.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Off-play action. Clement. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On first down, Clement. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Chapman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Chapman. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Honolulu first down.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
At the 3-yard line.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback
with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys have taken the lead. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Dolphins 7.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards.
And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Haywood. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Haywood. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a handoff up the middle. Haywood. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Taking it about the 36. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Moss on the give up the middle.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake.
Clement. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Now a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Whitfield. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 68 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in his first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into space at the 45. And finally brought down at the 38. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw. Clement throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ramsey. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Clement staying on his feet. Shifts by him. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset and play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw. Whitfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Sets up a third down and 18.
Up the middle they go. Haywood. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is fielded at the 27.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football.
And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw on second down. Clement. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Clement. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will hold it.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. This is Gibson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they've